I'm Ryan from Tillage, and we're here today to talk about the parallel system. Parallel systems are an important part of a cultivation system because it allows us to keep very precise control over the depth of our cultivation tools. This parallel here has about 5 inches of vertical travel, and with the gauge wheel up front, allows individual rows to maintain that 1/2 to 1 inch of depth we're looking for across the bed. Often as farmers, we're trying to create the best and flattest bed conditions we can get, but we all know that it's never perfect. And the more rows we get in the setup, the harder it is to keep tooling consistent across those rows. So having individual parallel units allows any changes in the bed, across the bed, to be reflected in the tooling. The gauge wheel on the bottom is also easily adjustable by this crank up top here, which allows for about 2 inches of depth control change. Although that's not a feature that you would always use, when you are in the field and need to make a quick adjustment, it's very easy to control the depth. The parallel is also very suitable for running with cutaway discs, which on small crops allow us to get very close, and the parallel linkage helps keep that vertical and controlled. Another integrated feature of the parallel is we have a trailing arm built into it so that finger weeders can follow the parallel independently of the wheel out front. That's accomplished by a spring up front here that as this moves up and down, compresses the spring and gives it a bit of resistance. This spring can be swapped for other springs so that the pressure on the fingers can be adjusted for varying soil conditions. When setting the parallel up, there are also main springs up top here that allow us to change the down pressure on the gauge wheel from gravity alone to full spring pressure for harder soils where we need the weight of the springs to push the tooling into the ground. If you have any more questions about our parallels, feel free to look online at tilmor.com or reach out to one of our sales representatives. We'd be happy to help guide you through the tooling and options you might need for your operation.